जैसे 3 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है, एक मार्क के 3 दे देंगे, एक वर्ड फिल कर देंगे।
पांच मार्क का आएगा तो हम लोग की क्लास के बच्चे 2 पेज मुझे टाइम नहीं है इन्फॉर्मेशन कह रहे थे उसके साथ कितने मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे एंड सॉन्ग पहले पेपर के बाद मुझे अच्छा लगेगा लेकिन 70 के बाद
मेरे क्लास में 70 है इस क्लास
हिंदी में
तो ये बता क्या करके दिखाता तो नाम भी बोल रहे हैं अभी तुम से एक्सपेक्टेड है इसी बार तो 78 एंड हाफ
no expectation
मेरी इंग्लिश की टीचर है हम लोग कर रहे थे वो ग्राम और सर्जरी वो के गाइड
पूरा सब अपने एग्जाम है ना ये नहीं
और क्या सर्जरी में मैंने आपसे बोला आपको सही में इसको ऑपरेट के ट्रेड्स बोला मैंने बोला शी इज लाइक she is English because she is calling and doctor per times a day ma'am body if a girl calls you 12 times a day is she English or is she और पूरे क्लास के सामने मैंने बोला यार इस्लाम
yes was what she did love okay
ऐसी टीचर
हमारे हमने क्वेश्चन पूछा था उसको था कि मिसेस कॉफी के बारे में
बस कॉफी
it was about Mr. Cochran Distillery. This guy said, how आदमी को सिर्फ वाइन पिलाता है, and he doesn't have money to buy wine. मेरे बाजू में बैठा होता है, I'm surrounded by aliens. Surrounded by aliens. I'm not
uh, it's a it's a ideal period. Self-worth. Now download. The self-personal PDF time will instinct.
Maybe I'm going to use that. I remember calling that.
Data on yeah,
Good girls like
that's right.
I'm like obsessed with that. But I know I really did उसके लिए कुछ चीजें हैं वो चीज पढ़ के करना है
And then मेरा दोस्त बोल रहा था description
मुझे ऐसे पढ़ने ही नहीं दिखता है क्योंकि यार ऐसे मतलब पढ़ लिया ना मैं क्लोज है बस नहीं चाहिए ना आगे पढ़ ही नहीं सकता अभी ये स्पीकर है read it already
it's not very close अभी strong security
मुझे ये वाला you reach so we can reach for dating secret then she tries calling me last time she knows he's dead she is avoiding me maybe somebody takes up and that's useful and how do you manage accident कितना आगे पढ़ेगी the one expensive one here is this book and store. I it's a huge flex, you know. These people have libraries in their house.
I who is PhD in English with a professor, the law school, and her husband is a journalist. Both professions, extreme reading. Their house is a library. They live in a library. Everywhere there is books. I've never gone to the room, but my brother says everywhere there is books. Husband.
Really?
This. I did the description of my friend with their friends with their brothers and sisters. No one.
I remember irritate that if there's one job they can do right, he is irritated. I will be hugging.
Those things. Everything. How are you doing? Every user of this. ऐसे आप भी कैसे हो?
नहीं but having a sister
Did they call your clothes?
like very cute. बहुत अलग है. She's like 5 years old. Like whenever she comes into my class, everybody will like, मुझे देखेंगे, and then I will like, वैसे भी देखेंगे, फिर डोर में भी अच्छा भी कहना है, फिर थोड़ी देर के बाद सब बात करेंगे। Not कुछ भी कोई टीचर भी ये बता दे। Well, there's a girl from 7th standard who's not my sister. And if you get a dad and start my friend. Sister. Like, your enemies. Not a friend. Definitely not my sister. Actually, also.
ये पता है सब टीचर्स तो नाम है सेम क्लास सब पॉडकास्ट प्रैक्टिकली सब पॉडकास्ट
Twins हो सकते हैं।
मेरे क्लास में फ्रेंड्स हैं मैंने आज तक बात नहीं करी
काफी
अजीब सा लगता है नया कोई ऐप सोचा है अब तुम्हारे
ये तो मैंने बहुत दिन बोल चुका है साइकिल बोल सकते हो why not
publishing the file was saved
no I didn't.
what I knew about publishing
What was it?
I know so I those are the things I want to think about that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I have friends who make all the things
Okay. Learned, understood, that much. इसी है क्या इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ने का इकोनॉमिक्स समझ में आ रहे हैं ना because your first lesson development is taken by who ये जो तो कैसा है वो जो लेसन का अंडरस्टैंडिंग because now this one is also online also there now so that is why I'm not comfortable that way standing in one place and वो समस्या तो ठीक है okay now see another thing is that more and more goods already I told you goods, then services and technology. Move between countries. पहले थोड़ा सा चीज हम लोग एक्सचेंज करते थे गुड्स अभी सिर्फ गुड्स नहीं है गुड्स है फिर क्या है सर्विसेज है फिर उसके साथ टेक्नोलॉजी भी एक्सचेंज होता है यू आस्क्ड मी दैट क्वेश्चन दैट इज व्हिच कंट्री विल बी बेनिफिटेड then I told you that not only that goods that it is not the establishment of factory or like that people are going so the service is rendered there so that is what is services and thirdly technology अमेरिका का टेक्नोलॉजी और जापान का टेक्नोलॉजी इधर इंक्लूड करके इंडिया में कैसा रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके हिसाब से डेवलपमेंट सो दिस इंटीग्रेशन इज हैपनिंग इन ग्लोबलाइजेशन क्लियर now another is that these all things are moving Then movement of people. इंडिया के लोग सब जगह खाली मून छोड़ के सब जगह जाके काम करता है, isn't it? There is a saying that is even moon also sometimes that vada pav seller or idli wala milega. So that means every part of the world people move. So this movement of people is also another important aspect of this globalization. What is happening? That is, for what purpose they are moving? Better income. Second is that better jobs. And better education. See, people are moving for what? Better income. See, here, if a person is getting 3 lakh as salary and America offer him or her 4 lakh salary, that person will think that 4 lakh is better. Isn't it? But 4 lakh is just converting that American dollar into Indian currency. That much only, there is no difference. So, but they think that it's better income. 1 lakh is different. Okay. Or 1 lakh make much difference. Second is that they are also that are moving from one place to another in search of good jobs. Few years back, every time the people jump jobs, udhar se udhar. So within no time they used to move from different officers or different jobs. Now that is not happening because the jobs are very less. Even that big companies like Google and like that places also, thousands of people are getting removed daily basis. So job getting is a difficult process now. So what is better one? I should be placed somewhere. In search of that, people move from places. Third is better education. I thought that half the spelling I did not write. So better education. Many students are going abroad for higher studies. Did it mean that in India higher studies are not the? No. But at the same time, there is a quality when we are writing along with that, okay, that place is written along with our degree. So that gives an added advantage. That is why people move from place to place. 3 things. For what all purposes they are moving from place to place? Better income, better job, and better education. Because of that, lifestyle is coming. भाई लाइफस्टाइल के लिए हम लोग मूव नहीं करता है, उसका इम्पैक्ट से और इफेक्ट से हमारा लाइफस्टाइल चेंज होता है. अभी किसके साथ हम मिंगल करता है उसके हिसाब से हमारा लाइफस्टाइल में चेंज होता है. Those people who are living in slums, their lifestyle is that way. The people who are living in flats, their lifestyle is different. So according to that conditions, the lifestyle changes. Okay. Now present day, there are so much restrictions in that movement. There are a lot of processes in getting visa. There are a lot of conditions they have to fulfill. So many restrictions are made recently in the movement of people. Earlier, people try to get job and go. Long back means in the 20th century beginning and all, many people went to Gulf countries in search of job. Many were not educated. Now, every country's made rules that a person should have minimum qualification of 12th standard, so that they can enter into that country. Why? To protect their own people. अगर पूरा बाहर का लोग आके उधर का जॉब छीन लेगा तो उसका इकोनॉमी में इफेक्ट होएगा ना. जो पैसा तुम्हारा कंट्री को मिलना चाहिए वो तो बाहर वाले लेके जा रहे. So that is why, in order to protect their own people, many countries made restrictions. Got clear? Now, next part, what are the factors enable globalization? This much is clear now? See, why this globalization is growing? What are the factors? The first factor is the development of technology. टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से ये ग्रो होता है. How does technology help? See, technology in the field of transport and communication. Let's take that. Earlier, the people were moving from place to place in bullock carts or like that. उसके बाद vehicles आ गया. When development come, that way that development and transportation facilities also. Earlier, I have told about that airport is coming in Navi Mumbai. For last 20-25 years, this one we were hearing. So this, when we are hearing the moment, when we are hearing, the price of that locality is shooting. So why this one is again that faster movement of goods and services. Now, if you think about the person who is living in that Kharghar, have you heard about Kharghar? Okay, Kharghar to come to work in Koperkarene or Khansoli. So many this thing IT companies are there in this locality. So if all those people who are having two-wheeler or four-wheeler, if they are using that, there will be a traffic jam. Now, all those people are coming by that NMMT ka air-conditioned bus. What is that? That many people are coming together, so traffic jam can be reduced. And people are not feeling difficulty in that. As it is AC bus, That hotness they don't have to wear. Their this dress by traveling in this thing, that one, it is not getting spoiled. So AC bus, they are comfortably coming, that as if they are coming by their own private vehicle. So this way, transportation is advancing day by day, making the life of the people more comfortable. Now, if we have to reach a far off place, we will calculate how much time it will take to reach that place and how we can travel that. If there is a need of coming earlier, how we can plan it? These all are the advance of technology. Say I have to reach here 7:30 mail 7:30 no 7:50. I have to see which train I have to take. For that I have to plan it. How I will come. So I have to come to railway station. For that any arrangement is there. So rickshaw will be there or not. So this kind of technology sitting at home we can do. Isn't it? So mobile apps are there, so we use it. So this is what advancement in technology. So transport is the and communication. Transport and communication is the first and foremost change in the globalization process. Got it clear? Then next is that for faster movement, or we can say the word delivery, faster delivery of goods in shorter time, in far off location, cheap cost or lower cost. Understood? So the goods to be reached sitting at home, that is, if we are getting the things at home at our comforts in a faster way. Second thing, in shorter time. Understood? And third, lower cost. Three things are happening there. Clear? See, हमको अभी एक दिन में मिलने का, so एक दिन में कैसे मिल सकता है? So that is what we are trying to see. Now, the faster delivery, that is shorter time, and third thing is that cost also should be affordable. See, I have told you, that is, I have to reach here. That is, for that I have to calculate which one is the comfortable way. So I tried that whether I could get Uber or Ola or like that. So the cost, when I saw that it is unaffordable. So which one is the affordable thing? That is what the people consider. So these all are the advantages of the technology. Now next is that development of information technology. Information and communication technology. We know that there is the development of telecommunication. There is the development of computers, internet, all these things. See, when you are finding something, you are not getting easily, you are not understanding it. what you will do? You will search in the Google. Correct or not? So why it is? That is an advancement of technology. Next thing is that these all are making rapid changes. It is not coming slowly. Very fast these changes are coming. Now, another development is the development of telegraph, telephone, mobile phones, fax. So, it is helpful in contacting the people. Internet communication is there. So, any type of information can be passed. Now, imagine a person become very sick. Okay. That person need medical aid very fast. Now, what can be done? If you are taking that person in the vehicle, that means if a car is there or any other vehicle, and taking to a nearby place, it will take a long time because of the traffic problem. But at the same time, if you are informing that hospital, the ambulance would come and take that. Ambulance के लिए वो जो road खाली कर देगा. So what is that? You are sitting at home and you are just calling to that hospital to send that ambulance to take that person to hospital. Clear or not? So these facilities are making faster stride in the development. Another thing is that communication to remote areas. Now, what happened? Some times, so it is not remote, I am telling. Another thing only, we have experienced lockdown. Okay. So how it happened? So one day we came to know that the announcement was that today Prime Minister Modi is going to address the nation. Some important announcement he is going to make, isn't it? So people are, that is, he is going to address the nation through television. So people sat before that television and eagerly waiting for his announcement. So everybody came to know about that is what he is going to do, what we should do. So this happened just because of the development of communication facility. Large number of people could be brought in connection. So government policies are there. Every type of announcements can be done. So this is what the development of information and communication technology. Remote areas also, whatever to be done. You know about if any calamity or if any type of urgent problem happen, immediately that help can be reached to that. For saving the people from that distant areas, these all things can be done with the help of communication. Next is that, for example, see, some people are stranded in some areas. Drones can be sent to find out the location of that. So all these are the development. It is coming daily basis. It's not okay, 10 years back invent kiya, udhar khadam ho gaya. No, daily basis new inventions and technologies are taking place. And at the same time, there is the technology in transport. Earlier, the things from one country were sent to other countries in one mode only. That means ship में भर देता है और दूसरे राज्य में पहुंच जाते हैं. Now, faster delivery of goods. So for that, airways can be used. So very fast the things can be reached. Then there is one way, that is, have you heard about the container service? The things are made, filled into the containers, and the containers were lifted with the crane and then keep into the ship or whatever is there. So there is no loss of things. Wear and tear also. That is, everything packed and sealed, and a crane have to lift it up and keep it in that is ship or wherever it is. So safely our goods can be reached to the destination. Okay. Now daily basis, vegetables from our country is reaching to Gulf countries or any other parts. Earlier, was it possible? Earlier, it used to get spoiled. So many days it used to take. So this type of advantages are there because of the development of technology. Okay, got it? Let us see one example about how IT, information and technology, is that information and technology in globalization. One example, one London company want a magazine to be published in India. Published means it has to be printed in India. What is that? London company wanted a publication to be printed in India because cost of production is less in India. So what is happening? The content to be sent to that publishing company in India, they have to make all these things according to the instruction of that company. Then what happened? They will pack and seal it to seal and send through flight. So the same day this work can be done, because through mails that the whole design, all the content, everything can be. Then the Indian that magazine producing this thing, advertising company or whatever it is, they are completing the process, and the same day they are sending through the flights, and it will be reached in London. Okay. Now the money can be transferred online. So without actual movement, this information can be transacted and the work can be completed. Earlier, can you imagine of such activity? We have to go through so much processes. Many of the things were manual. So when this manual work is there, after few years, that is your notebooks and all, when you are writing with not a ballpoint pen, the other pen, after 1 year, what is that? Gel pen. Gel pen se likha, so after 1 year, if you see that you are not able to read it. So then ballpoint pen se likha, So after a few years, the paper, nowadays the quality of paper is very bad, very poor. So after some years, you cannot use it. But when these things are there, it is very useful, faster work, and can be preserved also. Because the data can be preserved in the computer very easily. See, nowadays the tickets are also there, paperless. So it can be preserved. Otherwise, we have to search where is pass. Sometimes we forget about the taking. But if it is there in that paperless form, any time when the checking comes, we can use it. So this are some of the advantages of this information and technology for globalization process. Clear? So you just read for about 5 minutes, you take and go through. Then we will see 2-3 more topics. Ratha, any doubt is there? Globalization is clear, no? Okay, shall we continue? Next topic is liberalization. What is liberalization? The meaning of liberalization is so what is that? Liberalize the rules and regulations. See, when we want to make it more free, that is called a liberalization. Now here, earlier times when the trade was there was restrictions on imports. That was called a trade barrier. Okay, earlier times, restrictions on what? Imports. Why it was introduced that trade barrier? Because earlier time, the industries were just coming up only in India. In India's case, if you are taking. Many other countries also that way, that industries were just coming and they wanted to protect the local industries. Got it? We think that industries, okay, one way it was founded or set up. Now, if other countries' products are coming in our country, this Indian company have to compete with that products and to stay. It is very difficult for them to compete with that. Sometimes the products from other countries are coming at a very low cost. So people will buy that one only. So earlier, all the governments introduced trade barriers. That is restrictions on import or taxes on import. Clear? Why that restrictions were made? There are two reasons. One is that to protect Tell, what is that? What you were telling? Local industries or producers. Okay. Second point is that, one is that the local industrialists or traders to be protected from see, three types of questions are connected. Okay, one is what is trade barrier? Second is that why trade barriers were introduced till 1991. In India, trade barriers were introduced till 1991. And trade barriers were removed after 1991. Why? So, three parts. One is trade barrier. What is trade barrier? Restrictions on imports or tax are introduced on import. And why these trade barriers were introduced? Local industries. And second, traders to be protected from competition. It cannot be done like that. It is what happened if I am producing something and the cost I can manage by a certain amount. So if the government is telling that, okay, you have this thing, you have to sell it for 300 rupees. My cost of production comes for 400 rupees. So if the government tell me to sell at this thing 300, it cannot be affordable. Now foreign products, when it is coming, they are able to sell at 200 rupees. People will buy that for 200 only. So now the local industrialists or traders are not in a position to compete with. Now imagine a small child. The small child wanted to run. So sitting, can she run? Can he run? No, it has to stand on their foot. Then only they can run. The same way they are just coming up. Industries are just coming up. So they are not in a position to compete with. So there needs some protection. So up to 1991, the government of India have taken a policy that restrictions on foreign imports. That is, if foreign things are coming in our market, they have to pay high taxes. So that taxes, if it is added with that produce, means they cannot sell at cheaper prices. That is the way. Got it? We imported duty is added on that product. तो 200 में सेल कर सकते हैं नहीं, तो उसको ज्यादा प्राइस में सेल करने का. अभी इंडिया का प्रोडक्ट और उसका प्रोडक्ट में फर्क नहीं होता है, so they will that one purchase Indian products. मैंने एग्जाम्पल बता दिया फिलिप्स का इमरजेंसी लाइट लेने का और बजाज का लेने का, तो इंडियन प्रोडक्ट्स आर. But Chinese product is available for 300 rupees, whereas this is available for 1,500. So why we have to pay that the 1,500 for Indian produce? Because it is giving with it warranty. Understood? So this much restrictions are made on imports, and Indian products are protected. Clear? Now, why they removed that taxes, or why they removed the restrictions after 1991? There were some reasons. One is that they realized, the government realized that one is that now Indian industries are in a position to compete with the foreigners. So restrictions are not required. The quality also improved, and at the same time, Indian manufacturers are in a condition to compete with. Next is that competition would improve. So it's one question. Now, competition would improve. So competition would improve what? The quality of the product. अभी product का quality अच्छा होएगा तभी तो खरीदेगा ना. So that is why the quality of the product also would improve. Secondly, it would give the consumers variety of choices. अभी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स शॉप पे हम जाएगा तो हमको अलग अलग मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज का प्रोडक्ट्स मिलेगा. Then we are making a choice which one to be purchased. So that way the variety of choices for the consumers. क्या था? Able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Okay. Now this one they got two this thing. One is that it is time to compete with the foreign goods or global market. Secondly, it would improve the quality of the products. What is the difference? अभी हम आप मार्केट में जाएगा एप्पल खरीदने के लिए. एप्पल I am not telling about एप्पल आईफोन. Okay. So that आपको चेक करने को नहीं आता है. एप्पल खरीदने के जाएगा तो ना आपको अलग अलग varieties of apple you can get. So they are telling about different prices. So now you have to make a choice which one you are going to buy. So if only one type of apple is available, you are not getting a choice. But many varieties are available. You have to make a choice. Or mangoes are available. So you have to make a decision whether you have to purchase hapus or this thing or that thing. So these choices are coming in the market. So consumers are making the choice. Clear? So what is liberalization? Liberalization is the process of removing the barrier. पहले restrictions था, क्यों restrictions था वो भी पढ़ा. तो 1991 में ये restrictions निकाल दिया, तो उसके बाद ये restriction निकाल दिया, उसको बोलता है liberalization. तो free trade हो गया. If I want to go for something, I am the person who is taking the decision. Earlier it was not possible. There were restrictions. You have to purchase this thing only. You don't have any option. Now, what is that? So many products are there. So you have gone to, I have given that example, apple. You have gone to purchase apple, but you find that mangoes are available. So you just make a choice of purchasing mangoes instead of apple. So that is your choice. This freedom of choice came by removing the restrictions. Clear? So you need 5 minutes to read. You just read liberalization. Completed? Okay. See, 1991, it was the time of Narasimha Rao government, and that time Dr. Manmohan Singh became the finance minister. He introduced revolutionary changes in our economy. That is why 1991 this changes has come.
Why was it getting there?
India was in debt at that time because see, in 1989 to 91, so India was in a condition to sell all that gold barrels. And there were some cartoons showing that India's then Prime Minister Chandrasekhar, that time Chandrasekhar is no more. So he was going with the begging balls that cartoons used to come. So that much was the bad condition. So India had to keep that gold barrels and take loans. That was the condition. Now gold barrels are used, or gold these things pieces are used to mint currency. So if as a security, it is kept in Reserve Bank. Okay, so now if 1 lakh or 10 lakh currency has to be made, that much quantity of gold to be kept as security. Because if that 1 lakh currency or 10 lakh currency is become useless, valueless, gold is there as security. Now what happened? India's gold is kept in that the Bank of England, and then taken loan. Now how to recover it? From that bad shape, that is when India, that time 91 election came. So Congress came to power. So when it came to power, that greatest economician, that Manmohan Singh was made as the finance minister. So he introduced several reforms. One of the reform was that if any person, any Indian who is working abroad, they can bring up to 5 kilograms of gold without paying import duty. Now, from the foreign country, 5 kilograms can be, that is there, it is cheaper. So this, they have to bring and give it to the banks. Banks will give that money to them. If they are bringing, this one will come to the bank, and in return they will get the money, so that gold can be replaced. Understood? So freely, if the government is permitting them to bring, then they will not hide it. Everything openly they will bring, so the government can come to know that how many people brought how much. It is coming to the government. Yeah, now what is happening? Secretly, they are melting it, they are making it in different form, then they are bringing. So they are being caught and they are getting the punishment. But when you are told, you do. So you will not try to do illegally. Understood? So when enough gold we got, he changed that policy, told this much only you are allowed to bring. So that gold was replaced in the Reserve Bank, and we got money to pay to that bank and get back our gold. So this is what a revolutionary reform at that time. See, when you are told, you do like this. So you will not try to break the laws. This is what he did. If you are told not to do, you will want to try whether it is right or not. What will happen? So the Indian people who were working in Gulf countries and other countries brought large amount of gold to make it sufficient to recover our economy. Got? See, this is what World Trade Organization. It is an organization to regulate and control the trade. So what is the duty of that World Trade Organization? Why? See, if I am economically sound, I will carry out a trade with one or two countries. But there are some countries who are not able to trade with. Because it was a time when the countries were divided into three categories. Developed countries are there, developing countries are there, and underdeveloped countries. So those developed countries are economically perfect, sound, their income is good condition. But the countries which were underdeveloped, they are considered poor countries. Then the countries are developing, it is on the way of developing. So underdeveloped countries cannot trade with. Developing countries have to reach to that level to match with the developed countries. So because of that, there should be some control and there should be some regulation in the trade activity. For that, one international organization was there. That organization came to be known as World Trade Organization. Now, what is that? The aim of that is to carry out fair trade. What is fair trade? It should not be a biased one, that is not favorable only to the developed countries. See, one of the most important country who control that World Trade Organization is USA. Okay, America. So America has made a lot of investment in that. So America is taking that decision, and other countries are not having that much decision-making power. So only one-sided this thing, that is what type of country is America? Developed country. So developed countries are having an upper hand in taking the decision.
But as a country, why should I listen to World Trade?
See, if I am the controlling, that is my country's finance minister is the head of that organization. According to my country's direction only, everything will run.
But if I am a delegate of an underdeveloped country in World Trade Organization, and World Trade Organization tells everyone to do a certain task. So why is it necessary for me to do it?
See, what happened? You are an underdeveloped country, no? Underdeveloped country cannot match with the developed country. The trade also, that production also, technology also, you are not a match with that. So you have to obey.
But if the World Trade Organization told to reduce custom duty, but as per my economic status, if I reduce the custom duty, my economy will go more down.
That is why I told that is fair trade is not working. The example I will tell you. So first part is that I will tell you that further when I am giving that example. Okay, so developed countries are having upper hand because that countries are controlling that. See, these developed countries are mostly capitalist countries. They are having industries, they are having that trade growth. Whereas the developing countries or underdeveloped countries have nothing. So these underdeveloped countries were getting economic support from the developed countries. Africa was getting the financial support. All these things were getting from developed countries only. Now you have to obey. If you are getting the financial support or economic aid from me, you have to obey me. So that condition was created because I am not economically well settled. So almost all the underdeveloped countries' condition was that. And developing countries countries are on the move for development. Got it? Now, what is the problem? The question is fair trade. Okay, what is fair trade? When the this thing rule is made, that instructions are made, it should be equal for all. Okay, fairly trading. But this one is fair or not? That is the question. For that, I am going to take back to one example. India is what type of country? Agricultural country. Developing. It's a middle income country. So it is about 66% of the people engaged in agriculture. Okay. Agriculture के लिए what is required? Electricity is required. Water, irrigation facilities, and that is, these all things are to be in that very reduced rate. Okay, so if it is given at a very high rate, they cannot afford. You are getting or not, I don't know. That is, you know that LPG cylinder. Household purpose, this is the rate. Hotels and commercial purpose, this is the rate. So the rate is different. Why? It is household purpose, the price is less compared to that industrial or restaurants or like that. So why this difference here? That at homes, it is a requirement, it is a need. In commercial case, they are making profit. They are cooking, selling, and all. They are making profit out of. So each this thing rate, they are adding this cost also. But in the household, it is not added. So it has to be in a reduced rate. Understood? It is called, I am telling that it is called a subsidy. Subsidized rate. Okay.
Started my household.
Industries cannot start because license is required for that.
Yeah, if I get like 10 cylinders in my home, then I transport them.
You know that you will get maximum permission for 2 cylinders. One which is getting over, that is almost getting over, only second cylinder you can collect it. Understood? You will never get it because household, this thing, that is the and if you have collected this one and taken to your industry, you will be punished. It is illegal. Now, everything that is electricity, irrigation, everything to be subsidized rate. Earlier, the government was giving subsidized rate. Now, when we came under the World Trade Organization restrictions, World Trade Organization told no, not to give these things at subsidized rate. Got it? I have a farmland of 2 acres, very small area. अभी उधर मेरे को जो इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी पंप सेट चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चाहिए. सो ये दोनों के लिए सब्सिडाइज्ड रेट में मिलेगा तो मेरे को एग्रीकल्चर कर सकता है. फर्टिलाइजर चाहिए वो भी सब्सिडाइज्ड रेट में होएगा तो कर सकता है. So, but according to the instruction of World Trade Organization, they stopped giving subsidies. Understood? Subsidies are stopped now. That is from 2014 onwards, all these subsidies are stopped.
States and
Huh?
industry.
That is minimum support price for the product. उसकी बीच में, do you remember that act pass, one government act pass, and दिल्ली में बहुत protest हो गया farmers का. So that is one way of capitalize, means what is that, one privatization. So farmers protested. These all things are part of it. But earlier, minimum support price, that subsidies and all were given to the farmers. But when this government came to power, they stopped all these things because they think that is supporting that rich people will favor the government. That is why farmers protested. I'm not going into so much detail. So my topic is that in India, 66% are farmers. So they need subsidies and other benefits. But according to the instruction of World Trade Organization, these subsidies are stopped. Whereas in America, only 0.5% are farmers. And they have large farms, they get subsidies. So can you say this one is fair? It's not fair. In India, 66% are that farmers. Okay, their subsidies are stopped. Whereas in America, 0.5%, not even 1% the farmers are there, they are getting the subsidies. Clear? Why means laws are made by them, and here there less percentage are farmers down. So they can get. That is what unfair treatment of World Trade Organization. Okay. Now we are going to see what were the impacts of globalization in India. What is impact? And repercussion only given there. Impact means effects, the results. Okay, what is that? Don't you?
So in India, there is no such subsidy on agriculture.
Not like earlier time. very less. Minimum also not there. Some areas only subsidies are there. That is why India's agricultural sector is going down. In the middle, our agriculture have increased and food production increased some about 3 to 4 times. That time, the agricultural products are collected and stored. That is what we were able to live or to overcome so much calamities. And even we were able to get through during that lockdown period. Poor people were given no ration, no. But now that our storage in the Food Corporation of India has reduced. Okay. Buffer stock is not there, no, now finished off. Now who is getting the ration? Ration is getting only to that below poverty line. The other people who are in the middle, this thing, if their income is not good, they should also get, no? Subsidized price, they should get ration. Okay, for poor people, if they are getting at 7 rupees or 10 rupees, okay, middle income group, let it come for 15 rupees. But they are not getting. Okay. There are so many policy differences. Leave that one. Let's come to the impact. How it affected. Got this much? Am I faster? You okay, no? Pace is okay, no? What are the impacts seen? It affects different sections, that is in different way. How it influence or how it affect the producers. Let us imagine we all are engaged in that production. Industrial, you are also industrial, you are also myself. What happened? Yeah, we are producing the same thing. So what we will do, we will try to improve the quality. Then only your product will be sold, your product also will be sold, my product also. So what is that? Increased competition. Is it clear? Second is that quality of the product improve. अभी तुम्हारा प्रोडक्ट सेल करने के लिए तुम्हारा जो प्रोडक्ट का क्वालिटी अच्छा होएगा तभी तो तुम्हारा सेल होएगा ना. See, I am talking about the local market, our this thing, country. Within the country, when there is a competition, it is within that producers of the country, and they have to compete with the foreign producers also. See, there were so many occasions. India is exporting that marine products and other things. So if little bit quality is bad, they will return it back, reject it. So if the quality of the product is good, then only they will demand it, they will accept it. So the quality should improve, then only you can withstand in that competition. Naturally, quality has to improve. Why some products are having their brand names? Quality. We know that okay, ये product इसका होएगा तो अच्छा quality का ही होगा. So that is what in the world trade, if any manufacturer have to survive, means the quality should. Okay. Next is that variety of products. In the market, same product nahi hai, variety of products. You can see that affordable prices में अलग-अलग products market में आते हैं. So that is why they could withstand. Understood? See, as producers, if they are sticking to only one product, they cannot survive in the market. So they produce a variety of product and different manufacturers are producing. Understood? Some are leaving the market also because they cannot survive in that competition. Okay. Next is that prices. Prices are very much competitive. Okay, competitive prices. Okay, what is that competitive prices? See, we go to a shop to purchase something. So when we are going to the shop, we are asking for one product. Okay, textile shop mein gaya. So what happened? You went, you saw that product, you liked it, you asked the price. Okay, so they told a price, but you felt that price is more. You go to the next shop. There also you saw so many this thing from textile this thing garments, and you just the garment you liked and you ask the price. So you find little difference from that earlier shop. Okay. Then you started thinking that okay, मैं third shop में भी जाएगा, उधर कुछ अलग variety होएगा. So that there you go, you got a different thing and the color of your choice you find. Here it was optional. The color is not liked perfectly by you. So you got a third shop, the color is according to your choice. Price is also according to your capacity. So you went to 3 shops to get the product. Why you are able to get this competitive prices? Why? That shopkeeper might have seen you going to 2 shops in the same market only. So 2 shops he has seen you going into. So he find that okay, you did not satisfy with that prices. So he offered a lower price. This is what the competitive prices. So every time after that globalization, this type of changes are introduced. For the consumers also, these all things are applicable to the consumers. Choices we are getting, isn't it? Then lower prices you are getting. This quality also. Okay, all these are applicable to the consumers. You and I are consumers. So when we are going to the shop, you got selection. If you are going to a shop, the shopkeeper is very much this thing to convince you to purchase something or the other. Have you noticed? We may not go to exactly to purchase, but they persuade us to purchase. That is the technique. Electronic good, when you are going, we don't know that there's so much technology, but they will convince us to make this. So this way, when there are lot of choices, when we are able to get the things at affordable prices and good quality, then the consumers are happy. Producers, one more thing they get investment, foreign investment and technological exchange. See, when let us take one example. You know that the soft drinks are there available in the market. So when you go to D-Mart, I am giving one example, D-Mart. So soft drinks are of so many varieties. You are getting a choice. Which one? So most of that manufacturers are entered into such fields so that the well-off buyers will come and demand their products. Understood? So choices are there whether to choose this particular brand or that particular brand or new brands which are available. So the new brands are coming at a cheaper rate because they are a new entrant in the market. So in order to get the control of the market, they will sell it at a cheaper prices. Recently, new brand of this thing, some squash. Okay. I went to a shop, so that time the shopkeeper told, madam, you just try this thing. So it was written 450. So they told that this one you can taste and then select. Okay. So it is a new entrant, and they told that if this 1 plus 1, that means only 50%. So if you are taking only one, means that much price only. So okay, I just tasted it and it was not this thing, the natural things. That is ginger, this thing, amla and all were there. So normal that other things are not added. The sweeteners and the preservatives are not added. So I felt it is good. So I purchased. So I did not go to purchase that product. What I want to tell is that the shopkeeper persuaded me to purchase. After purchasing, I felt good. So, okay, then afterwards I will purchase that other variant also. So it is a new entrant. So next time after getting the proper market, they may not sell it at that price. If the product is of good quality, they may not sell. So what I want to tell is that new varieties when it is coming, in order to get control of the market, they are using various technologies. Okay. Then lot of investment, foreign investments and technological exchanges are also there. Now, another thing we have to see is that some top Indian companies are turned into what is that? MNCs. So you thought that only foreign companies are MNCs. So Indian companies also, after developing, they themselves turn into MNCs. The examples are that, I'll tell you, this one, Tata Motors in the field of automobiles, Infosys in the field of IT, Ranbaxy in medicines, Asian Paints in the paint, Sundara Fasteners in nuts and bolts. Okay, they are Indian companies and they turned into what is MNCs. So it is not only making them to grow, it itself is growing out into MNCs. You have to learn which are the examples of MNCs. Next important thing is that job area. When this IT companies or like that came, many people got jobs, isn't it? Even that women also got jobs. So increased employment opportunities. Because new jobs are creating, new areas are coming up. So employment opportunities are also created. Okay, got it? Next is that what are the steps to attract foreign investment? There are two steps to attract foreign investment. Positive impacts. Positive impacts, when we are telling it affected or that giving effect to different sections in different way. Okay. Say, I'll tell you this thing. Say for producers, how it affected. It is in a different way. For consumers, how it affected. We have to see in that kind. Okay. Let's see what are the points. Okay. that second point you have to mark. It has unleashed fierce competition among producers and local foreign producers. I have written there. Competition. Okay. Next. This competition led to many advantages for Indian consumers, especially well-off sections of Delhi. Abhi dekho, when we are going to buy the produce, our choice depends upon that the capacity to buy. So well-off buyers will select that type of product. When you want to buy a car, okay, so if your financial condition is not permitting, you will think about a Tata Nano. But along with that, another person is also going. So he will think he is having money, so he will choose BMW. Our choices are different. So this is what well-off buyers get advantage of this competition. Got it? Now, next is that greater choice. I have told you. Greater choice. When you are going to the market, I told you, so many products are there, and you are the consumer. You are making a choice. I think the time up. We'll continue little, but actually it's 4 hours, 3 hours. Okay, continue next class. I think Monday, no? Monday, which lesson is given to you? This only. Anyhow, when this lesson, after completing this lesson, only that one. Okay. Okay, Radha. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood everything?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
So if any problem is there, next Monday I think so. So we will continue with that. So you can
Yes.
ask. Okay. Bye bye. ये उसका बुक दे दी. ओके बाय बाय.